to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you? How has your weekend been? Well, I've been away. I've had a beautiful, glorious, magical weekend. I'm not going to lie. The place where I was just magical. I felt peaceful. I felt energized. I felt very grounded and one with nature. The people I was with were beautiful, lovely human beings, lovely women that all had this beautiful energy about them of wanting change, of needing healing, of being in a place of alignment with themselves. We did yoga, we did sound bath, we did walking, and we did oracle cards, and I did an oracle reading for two ladies up on this beautiful hillside overlooking this beautiful valley underneath this beautiful old oak tree. And we sat on the ground, and the download for them and the cards that came out for them was just beautiful, stunning. And I just felt so blessed. And I'm in such a wonderful, relaxed state right now. And I'm actually quite tired today. The full moon energy has been quite intense over this weekend, over these last couple of days, couple of nights. Of course, we still got the full moon energy today and tomorrow. Oh, and I can just feel this energy starting to come in now. I looked at the following affirmation. I surrender to the flow of my destiny. I welcome more trust, ease, and support every step of the way. So the big portal door is now open, and it's about to close again, probably by tomorrow evening. So whatever you need to do now, it's your chance to take that step forward, that leap of faith. I have done so. I'm going away again next week to another retreat in Italy, my destination, my beautiful land of Italy. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to worry about blocks. I know that everything will work out. I'm going to do it for myself. It's been calling me for a while now, and there was one space left for a long time, and it was still available to me for me now. And I just thought, you know what? It keeps calling, so I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to trust in where I'm being guided, and I surrender to this flow, because this is my new and my spiritual gifts, and my spiritual side is definitely awakening more. I can feel it. It's beautiful. I'm just about to load up on my podcast the beautiful lady I interviewed, I think on Friday or Thursday. And I've got a couple of more interviews to come as well. Tomorrow I'm doing one, and Thursday I think as well I might be doing two. So a couple of podcasts that are going to be going up this weekend as well. And, you know, it's just then going with the flow, letting this happen. So if you're watching this now today, what we're going to be talking about really is the sort of, how are you feeling? What is our guidance? You know what you want on this journey. You know what you have been setting your intentions for. You should know, and you should be feeling that motion, that energy towards it. If you've only just come across me now and you're on this journey and you're starting off, because a couple of ladies that I did the reading for, they really are at the very beginning stage of their journey. But they've come to recognize that there is something much more for them to be learning. And whether it's in their working environment, in their personal life, in both, there's lessons and things are calling to them. And if you're being called to listen to things like me and other people, or you're starting to really pick up on the fact that you need to do more for your body, your spiritual side is awakening, and you're feeling and you're hearing things, and you're just feeling that just go with the flow. Surrender to your destiny, because destiny is awakened now, and we are on our way. We are going to be focused, and we're going forward. I opened the grimoire as well, and I thought I'll do a full moon spell, but actually what opened to me was new chapter, new beginning. So we'll do that. We have got our Inner Temple Oracle cards. We have got the Shaman's Dream. So really listening to what you are being guided with now. And it could be in dreams, literally. It could be in with other sort of messages, signs, numbers. Are you listening for your numbers? Watching for your numbers? It could be that you're seeing a lot of birds. You're picking up feathers. That's how I was when I first started. I mean, the number of feathers. I mean, I've still got hundreds of them around my house that I've picked up all over the world, actually. And they just became part of my process. They became part of my journey, my pathway. And as you go about, you'll do that. I went where we were. I had this most beautiful, we had this beautiful walk all the way down the valley. It was green, lush, lovely. There was so many plants and butterflies and insects, and it was just beautiful, calming, beautiful. And we got down to the bottom of the valley, and there was this beautiful river, and we walked with our feet in the water all the way through this flowing river. It was glorious. And I stopped and I picked up this stone. And I actually looked at it and I thought, what is it about this stone? And I almost wanted it to look like a love heart, you know, that sort of feel to it. But when I looked at it from this sort of way, I felt like it was almost like an arrow. It was pointing the way. And we also did a sacred arrow. We made a sacred arrow, and I picked up a trident, like a 3-pronged trident branch, which is a symbol in itself. And I decorated it with flowers, and I was going to put the arrow on it, but I didn't. And then we went to another part of this valley where there is the sacred grounds, and it's called the Twin Oaks. And there were these 2 beautiful twin oaks surrounded by this sort of water flow, 450-year-old. And I placed my sacred arrow there, my offering to Mother Gaia and to this beautiful oak tree. And when we arrived there, the guy who owns the place gave us a beautiful obsidian heart. And I held on to this obsidian heart because it's very grounding. And I thought, well, there's my heart. There's what I wanted. So this now I feel is more this arrow. It's pointing. It's ready. So it came back with me. It didn't stay down in the river. It came with me as a... Still smells of the water, actually. And I thought it can go on my magic table. I like things on my magic table, and the obsidian's on my magic table as well. So very surrounded by poignant, important, very living spiritual things on this magic table, and it just adds to the magic. So there we go. Let us call in our beautiful spirit team. I've also got my moon water from last night, so that will definitely be giving me an energy flow. And here I am. So let's start first of all with what is our 1st of June, our beginning of our next journey. That was what I was going to say as well. And also I saw on TikTok, and I wanted to take a picture of it. It was a psalm, John 51 or something like that. Anyway, that was being read over. But the picture were these beautiful stepping stones in water. And the stepping stones were on this water. And then at the back of the picture was this beautiful sun rising. Oh, it was glorious. And I thought, I want that picture. But I'll keep that in my mind's eye now as we do this reading, because I feel very strongly now that we're ready. You have to give to receive is June 1st's message. You have to give to receive. So what are you giving at the minute? You know, we're very much part of this sort of energy exchange. And I felt very much like that this weekend. I was giving to myself because I thought, I'm not doing readings. I'm not even going to think about doing any of that. I'm going to just tap into me and enjoy my moment. But by yesterday afternoon, I was like, oh, itching. And I thought, you know what? And they kept saying to me, these two needed a bit of guidance. And they said, we're going for a walk. Would you like to come? And I said, I'd love to come with you. I said, you know what I'll do? I think I'll take some oracle cards and we can do a little reading under the tree. And they were like, oh, that would be amazing. And they really did need it because we had tears and we had an emotional release, which was really beautiful on a full moon day. So I was very, very blessed. So what are you giving? What you have to give to receive? Okay, it's how nature works, how life works. And it says here, trust your instincts and remain rational. So trust your instincts on that, giving and receiving. Obviously, I think with our instincts, it means really just trusting in the feel of it, your gut instinct. If it feels right, if it feels good, because, you know, we don't want to just be giving and giving and giving and not having any reciprocation, because eventually it doesn't work like that. And also remember that when somebody wants to give to you, that is their karma. And it is good for you to say, thank you very much. I find that sometimes even now, I find that a little bit difficult. But you will always be able to return that. And then maybe you can pay forward, or you can use that karma in a way in which helps inspire yourself in some way, because that's what it's meant for. So find out what are you giving and receiving? What does that look like for you? All right, so new chapter, new beginning. Vision clear, intention set. What I seek, I shall get. Universe, hear my plea. Bring forth what's meant for me. By earth's foundation, waters flow. By fire's passion, airs echo. Align the star, the moon, the sun, until my manifestation is done. As I speak, so shall it be. By my will, blessed be. So, new chapter, new beginning. I am worthy of the love and light about to come into my life. I will not stand in shadow. I will receive with open arms and trust in source. I am so grateful. So how does that make you feel when you hear those words? I hope you receive them as intended by me, as guidance, as a bit of hope for you, as a learning, a lesson in some way, as the opportunity for that light switch to come on and you go, right, it's my turn. I know I'm on the right path, whatever. Okay, so let's start with our beautiful Inner Temple Oracle guidance for the month of June. Gosh, we're in June. Beautiful. But let's ask now, as this portal, we're going through the portal, what is our guidance, please? Going through the portal. We're going through. Can we have some guidance, please, my darling? Spirit team, let's do it. Wonderful, wonderful. Here we go. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Hello. We have two cards. Life force energy. Isn't that incredible? Kundalini. I did a Kundalini this weekend. So your life force energy is being activated. And that is about giving and receiving. It's that with the energy, it's working with energy as life force energy. And we've also got the in-between. So very much, I felt that a little bit, I have to say. This morning I was very buoyed up, and then I got quite a slump towards earlier on, which is why I went and I had a rest. I did a bit of energy activation, Reiki with Reiki Rachel. Love her. And I fell asleep. but my subconscious would have taken it in. So the life force energy at the moment is something. But look at these two differences of these cards, the gold and the dark. So beautiful life force energy. Oof. That's how I felt today. Very inspired, very awakened, very ready. And then I sort of hit that sort of slump. And it's that in-between stage where you're not sure. You're not sure about anything. But anyway, let's have a little read and see what this is all about for us today. So let's start with life force first. Life force. There's an intelligent sacred pulse woven through all of life. The sacred intelligent pulse is within all living things. It's the life force in itself and one of the greatest mysteries there is. And it's interesting how it talks about being very grounded and sitting with the oak trees and with the flow of the river we walk through. So this card comes with a message of vitality and connection. It can appear when we feel energetically alive, or it can be a wake-up call to consider whether we feel disconnected from this force. So like I said, if you are just starting this journey, if you are feeling it like those two ladies that I did a reading with, definitely feeling that that's a starting point, isn't it? Find a way to make decisions based on what increases our connections to our life force or vital energy. It can also represent a Kundalini Shakti awakening, which occurs when the spiritual energy dormant within the body begins to activate and rise. Shakti is the Sanskrit word for the spiritual cosmic energy of the divine feminine. So no two Kundalini Shakti awakenings are the same. Many side effects can occur, from physical shaking to bouts of ecstatic bliss, and from physical and emotional purging to seeing spiritual visions of past lives or ancestral memories. The processing of what has been dormant in the physical. This card is a powerful one to receive. It's like a bolt of lightning, full of activating energy, and often indicates a period of awakening and transformation, frequently with physical symptoms. So if you're feeling tired, slump sort of feeling, allow the rest. Allow that to happen, because you do need it, you know. Because we are also, even when we are in sleep, often we will be traveling. Our soul does travel. My soul, I know, does. So I feel like, you know, right now with this activated energy from this beautiful full moon, especially the Sagittarius energy, and this is why I felt so strongly about this arrow, because I'm a Sagittarius and the arrow, the archer, is letting the arrow go. So it is very strong energy. It's a powerful one to receive. It's like a bolt of lightning full of activating energy, and often indicates a period of awakening and transformation. The invitation is to align with the life force. So it comes with a question: what in your life increases your life force, and what in your life diminishes your life force? So an inner temple activation, I choose to align my energy centers with the pulse of life. I say yes to that which increases my vital energies and makes me come alive. I recognize that I am an extension of the energy of the earth. And it's on page 73, which is 10, which is all about new beginnings and the end of a cycle. So we're definitely in this in-between stage. We're in this moment. You might not have felt ready to step forward into anything. I took a bit of a leap of faith. And funny, the in-between is the card before life force in the book. Endings hurtle us to the edge of our lives, to the in-between. This quiet and uncomfortable place is one we'd prefer to avoid, and we'd much rather find more familiar ground. It's here that we're no longer where or who we once were. We're in the in-between, between the tomb and the womb. There's often a letting go involved, and grief or mourning, a death of self, of what once was. This card is one of the endings, transitions, and new beginnings. That which was once important to us has changed or is changing. Our relationships, jobs, identities, ways of being. Transition, change, and rebirth are imminent. But before anything can come new can come, we must let what has been end properly. So like I kind of said, you know, we've got one more sort of day of this moon energy, and then the portal's going to close. So it's the in-between that we're in our becoming. And while this can sometimes last longer than we might wish, it's actually a very exciting place to be, because the seeds of the future are beginning to take root. And if we are patient, our second harvest will be even better than the first. It's in the fertile void between what was and what will be that we can plant seeds for the future. And while it's easy to mistake this period as a stage of growth in which nothing is happening beneath the surface, of course, things are beginning to grow. So one day, soon, a whole new garden will be born. So you might definitely be feeling in this sort of rich soil of life and readiness. And you do have to be patient with it. Because what is on your path will be on your path. What is meant for you will be there. But you might not be quite ready to receive it. Ready. Well, you have to give to receive. So you might not be quite there. It's okay for me to be in the in-between. There's no rush. I patiently plant seeds for my becoming, and I trust that I won't miss what's for me. Very special. So exactly in line with what the message is, you have to give to receive. And trust your instincts. Remain rational. So that instinctive feeling. And funny, I've got my purple on today. So yeah, I mean, I sort of feel I'm doing this thing next week. I don't even know why I'm, you know, it's been calling me. What will be, will be. I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to see new things. I'm going to experience something new. I'm going to be in the beautiful mountains of Italy. So absolutely trust in that process for yourself. Okay? Just trust in it. And sometimes it doesn't make sense straight away, but that's okay too. All right. So we've got Shaman's Dream. Let's see what our Shaman's Dream cards are going to tell us. Ancestral wisdom I cut to. So yeah, a lot of ancestral wisdom is around at the minute. A lot of that happening, because we are being very guided for this awakening. We're being very guided on this journey. And it's beautiful to think that we have that. You know, you're not alone. You're never alone. Okay. Right, let's go. Oh, beautiful. Going through the portal. Here we go. What can you guide us with, please? What can you guide us with? Okay. So we have got, first of all, the Dream Thief, refusal of the call. So this really is whether you are not ready to receive. Okay? You're not hearing the messages. You're not seeing. Perhaps you're fighting things a little bit. Like, for example, myself, I was, oh, shall I go to this retreat? Shall I do it? But it kept calling me. And then, you know, I got a discount and I was like, oh, right, okay. And then, you know, it's just worked. It's just lovely. So I'm trusting this. It's not ideal. I've got 150 other things that I could be spending my money on for other people. But right now I do need to remember that I must give to myself, because when I can give to myself, I will be able to give myself in a better form to other people. So you must remember that as well. And I think that's quite an important card to think of. We've also got straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And it's funny how I said, you know, you might dream at night and what have you. So the lady that I interviewed, that will be up on the podcast, she actually does see beyond the veil. And she did say to me that in a previous life, I was a hedge witch. And hedge witches can go between realms. And I know my soul does that a lot. And I do feel that a lot. So you might really be feeling this sort of wandering between realms. Where am I landing? Where's my, what is happening here? Because I can stay in my spiritual bubble all day, but then I have to do work, you know? So it's having that kind of balance as well, but we'll read it anyway. We've also got the covenant. So this sacred contract is being written. It's been written. Your sacred contract is opening to you now. It's offering you this change. Beautiful. We've also got a benefactor, a grace and generosity. So somebody will help you along this journey in some way. I've just had that with the lady who's doing the retreat. You know, it's just giving and receiving. It's their karma. It's that love. So generosity and grace. Beautiful card. I love that. And there's two little mice on that one. One's got a little king, little crown on, and this other little one's just snuggling in there. And it's so a little bit of money could come into your life now. That could absolutely be something that you could certainly help. Again, yourself, maybe in some learning way, so that you can help others, whatever it might be, you will know. But it's also a powerful number 3. So for me, 3 is a big guidance. And we've also got the Moon Maiden, New Beginnings. There it is, very clearly. There it is, Moon Maiden. Oh, I've just got chills. It's just incredibly right. Number 41, 5, transformation. So beautiful. Stunning. Okay, let's have a little read. First came out was the Dream Thief. Don't let other people put doubts in your mind as well. Okay? The Dream Thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over, so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, or why you were wounded and when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. So instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. So answer the call to a new adventure. That's what I was saying. And drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the Dream Thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now is its time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. How magic is that? Exactly what I've been saying for the last nearly half an hour. So there we are. Whew. Straddling Worlds, number 52. When the Straddling Worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in your old world and one foot in the new. There is no going back to the way things you once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find that it's not yet fully here. That's why you're still in between at the minute. Trust in this. This life force energy is coming. It's awakening. It's changing. It's shifting, I'm hearing. Wow, that's incredible. Woof. There's no going back. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with it all as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. So do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. There we are, your contract. I am blown away by this. It's just beautiful. I am absolutely in awe. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into someone original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling World invites you to become a true wizard. not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. That is beautiful. Okay, so Straddling Worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible world. So I think that is so magic. Now, number 3. Benefactor. So when the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you'll put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you've been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, yes, so will you be rewarded in myriad of ways. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you, as well as yours to others, are intangible, although you will see the results reflected in the material world. The benefactor reminds you that it is in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that, paradoxically, your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. That is amazing. Number 41. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now is your time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. And we also had this idea of sort of being a little bit of a wizard and developing yourself. So just allow this to happen, okay? Reveal it slowly to the world, like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. Wow. And number 7, potent message, the covenant, the sacred contract, commitment, greater good. You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with Spirit needs to be renewed or cancelled and torn up. Interesting. Is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you are unable to sign and seal the deal to commit to it? The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred covenant. A covenant must be founded on the truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. The covenant is not about your agenda only. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as guarantor of the good faith of all, and to ensure that the direction you are embarking in will be for the greater good. It's important that you understand what you are signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit or to something you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. Do not hesitate to put all your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent and nothing is left in darkness. When shadow elements remain hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. So there we are. Let us see where our sacred contract is now being ready to take us. Being readied, I heard. Be readied. Interesting. Being readied. Okay. Now then, we have oh no, let's go with the trust cards first. We're going to pull a couple of the little trust cards. I love these. I do love these very much. And they're very guiding. So trust in this process. You know, if you're just starting out, if you're not too embroiled just yet, but you know that you want to change, okay, be vulnerable with yourself now. Be vulnerable, open up, be truthful, allow for the truth to be felt and to be seen, okay, within your soul. And I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it just came to me. So trust in what I'm saying. There is obviously something here that's going to be revealed. Okay, so trust in your soul. Trust in the beauty of this next stage, in this next step as we go through this portal. When the portal closes, yeah, we're shifting reality. We are definitely shifting reality. So the shifting reality jumped out on top of the, oh, and we've got that as well. Thank you. In between. Okay, so right now this is exactly what's happening. We're reinventing ourselves, new soul contract possibly, or a rewritten soul contract. It's been adjusted. There's flexibility always. So there's your portal. Okay, definitely a shift in reality. We've also got hope and healing that came here by the straddling world. So definitely there is hope and healing. Again, we've got very clear portals. Always this back is to you here, because we're going forward. We have hope. We must have hope. It is about our healing. Okay, we can trust in this, definitely. And this one wanted to come out, play, new beginnings, the energy, the lightness. It came out on top of the covenant and the moon maiden, and I absolutely can feel this energy. It's this new beginning energy. It's about this enlightenment. And when we think about children playing and having fun, they certainly do that with a very clear imagination and opening, adventures at the bottom here. So yeah, it's definitely about that now for you as we go through the portal, as we finally take this next stage in our journey. And it's being opened up for us. Okay, let's see. So shift reality. Shift reality. You are not bound to what has been. You are not tied to the version of yourself that no longer fits. Reality bends at the touch of your awareness. It is not rigid. It is not set. It is malleable and beautiful. Like I said, your contract now, shifting, being flexible. You do not force the shift. You allow it. Your reality rearranges itself as soon as you say, I am ready. So that vulnerable, being vulnerable, I am ready. Universe, show me how good it's going to get. So your soul already knows you're being already moved towards the life of freedom that is always claimed as yours. And healing and hope. Healing. You are not broken. You are never were. There's nothing to fix, and there is never was. Healing is not a task to complete. Healing is not a destination to reach. Healing is not an erasing of pain. Healing is inevitably always happening. So meet it and hold it. Let it speak and learn to love everything. Healing is a soulful remembering, a beautiful returning to you, and it never ends. And we have hope. A promise can be beautiful, yet it becomes a tether to the future. There is a limitation, a constriction in that. And hope is the quiet ache of possibility, that feeling that somewhere between painful and delicious, the telling of something yet to be, that really could be, that you really wish to be. It is a moment of wonder rising inside, a dream of the possibility of full potentiality, where there is a joy, a marveling at the way light finally finds its way in. So absolutely, it's finally here. It's going to happen. It's all part of the process. And how beautiful, even if all it ever is a hope for that. Trust the process with this. So gorgeous. And now we'll just go with some energy cards, because this energy is incredibly beautiful right now. Life force energy is always good. Life force energy is always hope. We've got a thinking man wanting to jump out of the middle. Thinking man. Somebody is definitely going to come in. It could be somebody that would be helpful to you in some way as your gift. He's got a gift in his hand. It's also number 46. Which is again 10 and completion and new beginnings. So somebody is definitely going to be coming and guiding you as you go about your new stage. Being open to receive that now. This benefactor, grace and generosity. This is the thinking man. Beautiful. Oh, how wonderful. Strategy. There it is. The contract is being rewritten, divinely guided. Definitely a new strategy. You are being creative. You're taking on, I'm hearing, you're taking on some new ways in which reality is becoming you. That's a bit strange. I'm not sure how that came out. But yeah, so play with that. Go with that. Feel it. Take on that energy. What else, please, Spirit? As we go through this portal with hope, with healing, with readiness. We're shifting that reality now. The life force energy is here for us. Yeah. Appreciation. Yeah. Gratitude. Being a very appreciate. Surrendering to this beautiful journey with appreciation. And we have got Archangel Uriel. So shifting reality it came out on. Okay, shifting reality. Archangel Uriel is the crown chakra. Okay, you can see the purple, the lilac, the intuition, the energy that is coming down. It is definitely guiding. Look where this life force energy starts from at the top here. Okay, and right down to the womb, base of the spine. So Archangel Uriel is with us right now as we go forward. It's 41, which is 5, transformation, shifting reality. We've also got this card that wants to come out for some reason. We have rest and rejuvenation. And it was in a reversal, but it's 19. So 1 and 9 is 10 again. It's new beginnings. It's how you are going to manage this in-between stage, this change. Okay, the relevance of it. We've also got the number 1 card, the Sun. This came out this morning for us. So yeah, beautiful. Yes card. This is it. It came out. It wanted to sit on top of hope and healing. Definitely have the strategy. There is all this change now. The energy's changing for us. Blossoming abundance. Number 2. Oh, number 3. Magic. Wow. So blossoming abundance. And daughter romance, but it's in reverse. So we're not going to look at that. But yeah, exactly how beautiful is that? Well, actually, let's look at it. Blossoming abundance, daughter romance in reverse. What did I put it here, didn't I? 3-3. Right, it is in reverse, so we're going to read that. So, thinking man, he could very well be somebody that is going to come in, help you, take you on this journey, and it could become romantic. That's what I'm hearing. Let's have a little read quickly. It's a delay, a disappointment, right? The door to love may seem to have been shut for a long time, but the energetic universe is always in a state of flow or flux. Knowing this, you can work on making changes in your daily life that will bring more love into your experience. Remember to make yourself and your happiness a priority. And we started talking exactly like that right in the very beginning. So it's all about you. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. Wow, that is incredible. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It's been a wonderful post full moon reading. I didn't get to do a full moon reading yesterday, but definitely is very beautiful. We've done our June pick a pile, so we know what we were given guidance for that, but this is now. This is our now. This is today. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you have. Make a comment if you'd like to. Love to hear from you. And it also just, if you subscribe as well, it just keeps the channel going, keeps the energy flowing, and I can use this wonderful channeling as guidance for others. So please trust in that. I feel like a bit like Archangel Uriel right now, number 41. Let me just get that for you. 41. An open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Remember, we talked about the dream thief and listening to your signs and synchronicities. The assistance from spirit is great and connected, and whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel like Uriel, or just a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open you to the Akashic records, the storehouse of all information. So this connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. Wow. So, love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. Intuition, we talked about that right in the beginning. It's very, very clear, and will leave you with beautiful Archangel Uriel. Thank you for that message. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.